I'm the coordinator for Eastern Early College, and in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about advising and how your credits might fit into a graduation plan at Eastern. So the first step in advising is to understand how the requirements are built for your graduation degree. And the best way to do that is to search for Eastern and 4 plans on our website. So these are graduation maps for students who enroll at the university. There's a presentation that can guide you through how these work, but there's also copies of a plan for every single major at the university. If you're not sure what major that you might want to do at Eastern, you can also go in and just check any plan and get a sense of what the degree requirements look like. So I'm going to open up a biology plan as an example. And these are Microsoft Excel files, and they all look pretty similar. Except for the major requirements might differ depending on what program you pick. So the one thing to be aware of is that every student who enrolls at Eastern needs to do what's called the liberal arts curriculum. So this is kind of like the general education requirements at your high school. No matter what major a student does, they have to complete this curriculum. So it consists of some LAC courses, but also a math, a writing, and then courses in these different areas: creativity, communication, critical thinking, ethical reasoning, and quantitative literacy, as well as courses in arts and humanities, social sciences, and science and math. So you might be wondering, do the courses you're completing in high school fill any of these requirements? And there is a way to check that out, as well as to obviously see from your transcript if you have courses in the designated major you might be interested in. So what we're going to do next is a search of Eastern's catalog in order to see whether or not your courses complete any of those requirements. So we're going to search for Eastern's course catalog and go into this file here. And from there, you can go in and pick the subject you're taking. So again, if you're not sure what course you have credit for after you pass your class, you can ask your teacher, your guidance counselor, or check in with our office, and we'd be able to tell you how to get to your transcript and see what class it is that you're enrolled in. So for an example here, I'm going to pick biology again. I'm going to get courses, and we could see all of the biology courses offered at the university. A common one taken at the high school level is Biology 204, Human Biology and Disease. And you can see a description of the class, but the last item is a course attribute. So you can see that this course does meet one of our ELAC general ed requirements. So it means a science and math or a quantitative literacy. So what you could think about there is then on your plan, you'd have a requirement already met. If a course doesn't meet a major or an ELAC requirement, it still helps you get to your 120 credits that you need to graduate. So this is a lot of information. You can always schedule a meeting with an advisor here on campus. You could do that through online Microsoft Teams meetings. So there's a link that's going to be in the description of this video, and we'll also be emailing that link out in case you wanted to meet with an advisor here on campus and with your parents to talk about how these credits might count toward an Eastern degree. Thanks.